What up, though? I was watching Showbiz the Adult, and he was showing how Terence Crawford is 180. 180. He wants a fight with Canelo. So he would have to go down to what, 168? It looks like the rematch with Errol Spence won't be happening at 154. I think the contract states 147. So that's going to be hard for Errol Spence to fight at 147. But anyway, Terence Crawford at 180, the guy is strong as a lot of heavyweights, maybe stronger. Terence Crawford will be a problem for Canelo. Terence Crawford will beat Canelo. You know why? Because he's got more in his arsenal. And I believe he's hungrier. People are saying that Canelo is slowing down, that he's probably at the downside of his career. I don't know about all that. I'm talking about Canelo in his prime. I think this Terence Crawford 168 will beat Canelo and make him look bad in the process. May even stop him, and Canelo's never been stopped. And if he stops him, I think it would be TKO, not KO. But Terence Crawford is just one of those physically strong guys, man. It's like, seems like he's born with strength, and then you mix that with the ring IQ and the talent. That's a tough task for anybody to try to battle inside the ring. You know, that's a lot to. He's almost like John Jones, like the John Jones of boxing. John Jones, I always say, has too much in his arsenal for all these other heavyweights, even when he was at light heavyweight. But at heavyweight, John Jones is too much, and Terence Crawford at a higher weight is too much. He's too much for Canelo. And people are going to say, well, Canelo's used to being heavier. It doesn't matter. Both guys have sparred with heavyweights, and it comes down to, the it factor. It's like Crawford just has the it factor. And Jim Lampley and myself, shout out to Jim Lampley, we both picked Terence Crawford to beat Errol Spence. And Jim Lampley was saying, like, he didn't even really think it was going to be close. When someone told him, like, it was going to be a close fight, he's like, is it? Like, I don't see it that way necessarily. And I picked Terence Crawford to win in the fifth, and it could have been stopped in the fifth. But I just want to focus right now on Terence Crawford because I think he's going to blow past Errol Spence should they get that rematch, especially at 147. I don't think Errol Spence, I think he will get beat worse because, Crawford's got his number now, so to speak. And once he figures you out, and he wasn't impressed with his power either, so that's another troubling thing for Errol Spence. So I think once Crawford gets past Errol Spence, I think he's going for Canelo, and maybe we'll get 1, 2, or 3 fights out of that because Canelo wants some payback after he gets stopped for the first time by Crawford, who's come up a couple weight divisions to fight him. But Crawford at 180, man, if that's so, man. And he's holding it well because the guy stays in shape. He stays in the gym. You've never seen Terence Crawford out of shape. And that's one reason that I picked him so big over Errol Spence because he lives like a fighter. Whoever lives like a fighter outside of the ring is generally going to beat the guy that lives a party lifestyle and only gets in shape when a fight's coming up. Those fighters don't usually do good against the G's of the sport because their mind state isn't right. You don't play boxing. That's a cliche, but it's a true one. You don't play boxing. You play basketball, football, soccer. You don't play boxing. And they're more on the lawn out there if you can hear that. But, hey, don't you guys know I'm trying to do a video? But like I was saying, You don't play boxing, and Terence Crawford keeps himself in great shape. He's lifting tremendous amounts of weight. I mean, and there's another thing. People say boxers shouldn't lift weights. You tell Terence Crawford that, and tell his opponents that, the ones that he stopped. Tell them he shouldn't lift weights. It's working for him. It's how you go about lifting weights. You know, there's athletic muscle and then there's bodybuilding muscle. There's two different things. Anthony Joshua has athletic muscle. Cyril Gane, athletic muscle. Francis Ngannou, athletic muscle. Lennox Lewis, athletic muscle. And Terence Crawford, athletic muscle. So, you know, wow, that's getting loud. So, yeah, I got Crawford over Canelo if they ever fight. J. Roos Theory, thank you for watching. LSR forever. Make sure you subscribe. And go subscribe to my son's platform, Lennox Roos. Go subscribe to V's Walk Like You Talk TV, Boxing on the Edge, Counterpunch Boxing News, Showbiz the Adult Boxing Wave, Mr. Boxing Today 2, and be fearless. Yeah, yay.